My name is Jin Qian from Oz Arab Media. Tonight, we're at the Greater Cumberland Chamber of Commerce International Women's Day Women in Business, Corporate and Politics event. The International Women's Day for this year has already passed, you might say. Sure, but the theme of empowering women never passes. And that's exactly what we are doing here tonight. We're talking to businesses and women in leadership from all walks of life to celebrate their impact and their successes. Of course, it's another opportunity for businesses to connect and enjoy some fantastic networking. So let's go and see what's happening. Hi, Emmanuel. I'm Jin from Ozar Media. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Welcome. You look very excited for tonight. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so today we are recognizing the contributions that women in our board and also in business in Western Sydney have made.
Yeah.
So it's not just about recognizing but also encouraging and advising women so they can survive in this very difficult environment but also succeed.
We know that you come from a small business background and you've got a passion for supporting small businesses. Tell us what would you like to do to help small businesses more?
Yeah. So if you really look at the business environment post-COVID, it's been very, very tough. We have high inflation, high interest rates. The international situation in terms of war is causing fuel costs to rise, as a result of which interest rates and a lot of other things are rising. So businesses out there are finding it very tough.
Yeah.
So our core value or objective is to ensure that the businesses thrive in this survive in this difficult circumstance and then succeed. So towards that we do things like knowledge sharing, advocacy, as well as things like cross-cultural synergies. So businesses in specific communities can actually work with across their cultures and therefore grow their business.
That's very important. Now, a tricky question for you. You are a councillor of the Hillshire Council. You are also in a leadership position at the Greater Cumberland Chamber of Commerce. And of course, you would be, supporting women at home and doing housework. How do you balance all of these priorities all at once?
Correct. It's actually very, very difficult. And I think the only way you can do it is by having very clear definition. If you look around the event today, most of the things in terms of support has been done by my wife, more than me. I'm only doing the speech and doing the larger things in terms of getting the members there, but everything else, getting the numbers, sending out the members notifications, and everything else has been, the support of my wife. And without her, this event would not succeed.
We need to thank her for her effort. But of course, at the same time, you provide strategic oversight, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely.
Lovely to talk to you tonight, and I enjoy a fantastic evening.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoy yourself as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Lovely to see you again. My name is Jin from Ozar Media. How are you going tonight?
Good. Great. Yeah, great to be here in Whitworthville.
Now, I understand you are one of the keynote speakers and panelists tonight. What have you got in train for us?
Well, as we know, we're heading into really uncertain times. There's going to be, obviously, we've got high inflation coming in, growth slowing quite a bit. There are going to be a number of problems. It's going to hit particularly small businesses very hard. What we need to do is, it's not just about having resilience, it's about getting advice early, making sure you've structured things so you don't end up running into debt and having problems when we come out the other end. And then looking into particularly things like Service New South Wales, where there's grants and financial incentives available to transfer over, to example, EV vehicles. If you're running a fleet of more than 3 vehicles, you can get some assistance, $5,000 per car to transfer over to electric vehicles. So to make sure people are using those measures so they're not getting hit by these kind of oil prices and these peaks in the economy.
Now, that's a question we ask all state representatives. We are less than 12 months away from the next state election. How are you feeling?
Obviously it's up to the people of Auburn. I'm hoping that we can deliver on things. We've still got the issue of Carnarvon Golf Course to sort out, where they're trying to turn it into a cemetery. But we've got the lifts going in at Chester Hill Station. Birrong Boys, Birrong Girls, $93 million upgrade. I was there yesterday turning a sod at Birrong Public School for a new preschool. 60 spots there.
Wow.
Upgrading in Regents Park. Lickham Town Centre's getting a complete upgrade.
Wow.
So it doesn't matter where you are in the electorate. Auburn Hospital, new 15-bed palliative care ward. No, it doesn't matter where you are. Finally, we're delivering money and the infrastructure that Western Sydney needs.
Wow. People can look forward to some exciting projects in the next 12 months.
Yeah, well, most of them will be finished and ready to go, so it'll be great for everyone because it's long overdue.
Now, on the topic of women in leadership, of course, you bring an additional perspective, having served in the military. What did that teach you?
Being in the military teaches you discipline. It also teaches you to be tough. I know that sounds hard, but politics is a very tough business. You need a very thick skin. Everyone always thinks it's just about making speeches, but it's actually quite a physically demanding job. You're going all the time. Election campaigns are large logistical operations. The ability to be able to push through the barriers all the time, that's been hugely important.
It's not easy. It's not easy, but you are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Jin from Oz Arab Media, and tonight we're here with the member for Liverpool. Karishma, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you, Jin. How are you doing?
I'm good. Your keynote speech was very impressive, and you acknowledged that sometimes migrant women would face a bigger challenge when it comes to pursuing success. Then what is it that migrant women like us need to do more to succeed?
I think there's a couple of really key issues when it comes to what determines success for migrant women, and one of those is around the lack of existing networks and connections and knowledge of traditional institutions and things like that. And I think something that can hold migrant women back is a lack of confidence and the familiarity and comfort in participating in networking and in building relationships and connections within organisations like this. And so I think if there's one thing that migrant women do to just put themselves out there to kind of overcome some of those barriers that exist, it is to join organisations, build some of those relationships and connections that can really make the difference between having more doors shut in your face and knowing someone that can help you push through and squeeze through that door.
And specifically when we talk about politics, for women, young people, migrants out there who are keen to join politics, what tips have you got to offer?
Oh gosh, look, everyone's journey is very different, very individual, and similar to what I was saying before, I think it's very important that anyone who's interested in politics just takes that leap of faith and starts by doing. Because we can get so caught up in again that sense of confidence. I'm not familiar with political theory. I don't know all of the terms. We can get so caught up in focusing on what we don't know and what we're not comfortable with, rather than just learning from experience, right? And sometimes it's messy. It's you do feel out of your depth a little bit. But I think probably one of the things that I've reflected on my career is I started getting involved in campaigns, helping out on elections, and just turning up to meetings and things like that, and just listening and learning, and where I didn't understand, ask questions and things like that, and that sense of consistency, so consistently showing up, consistently participating and being part of something was often what was the entry point to being offered opportunities and being included in things in a longer term.
And finally, as we are less than 12 months away from the next election, how are you feeling?
Look, I've been working as is next month the whole term so far, so I'm feeling pretty good, because I feel like there's a lot of there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of issues that people within my community are facing. And one thing that I've definitely been working on over the last 3 years is, working on building relationships and those that communication, so that people feel comfortable approaching my office, people understand what my office can do and how we can help. And when I look at the difference between how enthusiastically people approach us now versus previously, I can definitely see there is that shift. So I'm feeling very grateful that people are putting their trust in our office and are giving us positive feedback, but it's definitely not something that I take for granted. So I'll be continuing to work hard for not just the next 12 months, but for as long as I'm in this role.
Every day.
Yeah.
Similarly, we feel grateful to have been speaking to you tonight, and hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you so much, and all the very best. I hope you have some time for some nibbles and the food, because that's an important part of this program, right?
No problem. Rushing up now. Hi, my name is Jin from Ozark Media. Tell us what's your name and what brings you here tonight.
My name is Glenn. I'm a local councillor in Cumberland Council, and Emmanuel has really built this chamber up. It used to be, I think it started out of the Whole Road Chamber of Commerce or something, and it was really small, and Emmanuel's really built it up, and he's got a lot of people from all different backgrounds and a wider group of people, and he's always got some good speakers, and it's always good to come along and enjoy meeting people and enjoy the presentations.
And how important do you think are networking events like this for our community and small business community?
I reckon it's fantastic, because if you're looking for something, you try to go on the internet these days and you get confused because there's that many providers out there. So if you know somebody you can have a chat to, ring them up and say, "Oh, I need some flooring done at home or something," and someone in the network can tell you where to go and get a good price and to get a good deal from.
Okay, and tonight's topic obviously is empowering our women. What do you do to empower the women in your life, be it at home or at work?
Oh, well, I've got two women at home. My wife's a midwife, and she's still working, and my daughter is a nurse. She moved out a couple of years ago, moved up to Sunshine Coast, but it's very important. When I was growing up, women didn't really work, they stayed at home, they just were housewives and did all the chores. And now, I think about half the working population are women, and they provide a wonderful support to particularly education and medical and hospitality, and I think there's more opportunities too now. We've got daycare where women can take their children and have them cared for during the day. And it's good for them to get out of the house too and talk to other women. They didn't really have that opportunity until the last 10, 20 years.
Yeah. Now, do you share housework at home?
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of semi-retired now, so my wife's still working, so I'm good at hanging up, doing the washing and hanging up the washing and bringing it in and switching on the dishwasher when it's needed. But my wife, she normally cooks. She doesn't like me cooking, so. And she's pretty well organised, so she gets and does the cooking and cooks up for a couple of days. So we've all got plenty of food around the house.
Oh, very good tips. Very good tips for organising housework. Lovely to talk to you tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Jin from Ozark Media. Lovely ladies, tell us what you're selling.
What we're selling is a cookie. It's got International Women's Day on it, but most importantly, it's got a QR code at the end, behind it. And we want all women and all men to join this chamber, because if they want their business to matter, this is where they ought to be. Thank you.
And can I ask, where do the proceeds go?
Well, it's all part of the chamber. We use it in the chamber. Right. It's a not-for-profit organization. Yeah. We use it to fund people who need it. So if you put your money here, you're likely to get rewards for it. Okay.
Definitely, and I know you're on the board of the chamber.
Yes.
How do you advance businesses' interests while being a board member in a leadership position?
Well, I think the fact that I'm on one should be a legacy to women, to say that if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm trying to say I want more women on the team. I want more women to be visible. in the chamber and in the greater community. Yeah.
And finally, I forgot to ask this up front, but that's okay. Lovely ladies, please tell us your names.
I'm Erica.
Hi, I'm Savita. I'm Helena.
Hi, I'm Ash.
Thank you for your time tonight and enjoy selling cookies, biscuits. Hi, lovely ladies. My name is Jin from Ozarb Media. How are you going tonight?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very good.
Say so far so good. Myself Shireen Lakhani, and I am from Wiki NRI Council, Joint Secretary, and I have been here today with one of our best person in the world, I would say, Mr. Mahmood Danani. He's invited me here very graciously to be a part of the Cumberland Council. And as part of it, even Wiki NRI is so delighted today to be with you all today to celebrate the International Women's Day.
I can hear the excitement in your voice. What are you most looking forward to in terms of tonight's program?
I would say I'm looking forward to network a lot and see who would be interested in joining me as well with my global NGO. So let's see how we go.
And how about yourself? What are you looking forward to tonight?
To make new connections. I was also graciously invited here by the secretary of this chamber, and looking forward to meeting new people and seeing all the great speeches that I'm expecting to see.
Last question. In terms of networking, are you the sort of personality who's more introverted or extroverted?
Very introverted.
Very
but
introvert.
I am slowly building myself to bring myself out of the shell, so to speak.
I would say being an author, I'm already out of the shell.
That's very good. I'm an introvert myself. We're all introverts crawling out of our shells.
Yes.
Ladies, enjoy your evening tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Jin from Ozarb Media. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, Jim. My name is Ghassan. I'm from Lasadi Accounting Services, and we do basically taxation, bookkeeping, payroll, and all financial services.
Where is your business based?
My business based in Auburn for the last nearly 20 years now.
And what's your connection to the Greater Cumberland Chamber of Commerce, and what brings you here tonight?
Okay, this is a great opportunity for us as a businessman to connect with this type of organization. It's a professional. It's connect you to professionalism and get you the right knowledge as well. So that's the most important thing.
Yes, knowledge sharing and a lot of networking opportunities.
It is actually, yeah. Even we are not prepared for this interview actually, so we're gonna miss a lot of opportunity to talk, but it is technically a great opportunity for any businessman to attend and join these meetings with the Great Chamber of Commerce. It's a kind of professional network and professional organization.
Wonderfully said. We're fortunate to have you tonight and lovely to meet you. Fursa Saida.
Thank you very much. As'adullah Yamak.
Hi, my name is Jin from Ozarb Media. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, my name is Rasiha Osimir. I am a psychologist by trade, and I am the business owner of the Australian Disability Services, one of the co-directors, and the clinical services manager, which we serve the disability sector within the NDIS framework.
I understand that Australian Disability Services is one of the core partners for the Greater Cumberland Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, that's right.
I guess what brings you here tonight, and what are you most looking forward to tonight?
I am really wanting to celebrate the success that women can bring to the all about the health sector in terms of the disability, raising awareness of different disabilities within the cultural, religious and the ethnic background sector, and the vulnerabilities that our cultural background needs to be recognized within the Australian community.
That's a very important topic. Now, last question is a tricky question.
Yeah.
What are some of the, when we talk about work-life balance and women in leadership, what are some of the tricks that you use to balance everything every day?
Well, that's a very, very hard question because what I do preach on a daily basis as a psychologist, it's quite hard to implement it into day-to-day life. But my suggestion to all women out there, so in terms of work and life balance, I know that it is very hard on women in terms of raising the family, looking after their children and their businesses and fulfilling their role in terms of the business and a personal level. So what I do really recommend is to have that in terms of work and life balance, which you have mentioned that it's a very sensitive topic. When there is a time to look after yourself, please give yourself a time to do so that when yourself is looked after, you can look after the other people in the community.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Thank you for your time tonight, and I hope you enjoy a fantastic evening.
Thank you for hosting such a lovely event as well.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Hello, my name is Jin from Ozark Media. Tell us what your name is and what brings you here tonight.
Hi Jin, my name's Liz. So I heard about this great Women's Day event that was happening quite close to home. I live in South Westfield. I was really excited to sort of see the impressive lineup of speakers, and I thought, why not? I'll come along and have a listen.
How did you find the keynote speakers we had just then?
Look, terrific. My kids are a massive fan of Carol Faroon's TV show, so I was interested to have a listen. But it was also really great to hear about iShine, the not-for-profit group helping women to get some new opportunities in the workforce. And I loved hearing from the members of Parliament who were talking about their own experiences of growing up female and the impact that they make through their work. So really terrific night. Thank you. It's been so great.
And finally, as a woman in a position of influence, how do you balance family and work?
What a good question. So I'm a mum with 3 daughters, so I rely on my extended family and husband for some great support, but it's something that I probably do my best at, and I think that it's not always easy, but I find it's really worthwhile, that caring responsibility that I have in addition to my professional role.
Thank you for your time tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks so much.
We come to a wrap as the panelists and keynote speakers tonight touched on some practical ways to support businesses and empower women. And there was a lot of adrenaline when people networked over drinks and food. There was also acknowledgement, though, that businesses are doing it tough and may continue to face some uncertainty for the likely future. But through government support and Chamber of Commerce connections, things will get better one day. Once again, my name is Jin from Ozark Media.